Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something very risky. I'm making Brie cheese and grape pasta as seen on TikTok from the Shaba kitchen. It did go viral, but not for the right reasons. People were disgusted by the idea, which naturally made me want to try it. I've had things like a brie and pear sandwich. Delicious. Cheese and fruit naturally goes together. Does that mean you go past the appetizer sort of stage and add pasta? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. She has a giant dish with 2 wheels of cheese. I just want to try it, so I mean, I only have a big pan, but I just got the 1 wheel of cheese. Green grapes. She keeps them whole. I think I'm actually going to cut them in half. That just seems like a better plan for pasta. So, you know, going off script. And then she uses whole walnuts. I forgot to put that on the grocery list. So I have chopped walnuts. I don't think that's like a huge deal, honestly. I think this will be enough since I'm making a smaller version. I think she does half when it bakes and half on top. It'll be fine. Okay, so let's get started. First things first, we're preheating our oven to 400 degrees. I have the TikTok open so I can watch the recipe and make sure I'm doing it correctly. First I have to add, oh, she adds honey. Pretty sure we have honey, should be fine. I forgot to mention this. So there's another lady who took the recipe and made it into an appetizer that she spread on a baguette, which looked delicious. So I'm actually doing the appetizer version first and then adding the pasta. So I'm technically trying it 2 different ways. And we'll see how it goes. Fill it with grapes, which I am choosing to cut in half, which adds an extra step, but I don't know, it just seems like having them halved would be better. I'm even tempted to cut them in 4s, but just do halves. I don't want to go too much off script because I want it to taste just like hers. I'm just like so curious because people were adamant they would never try this. It looks so disgusting. And I get it. Like, okay, the idea of cheese and fruit sounds amazing, right? And I even liked the lady's idea of an appetizer on a baguette. Like, that sounds more promising. But pasta, I wouldn't say it grosses me out, but it grosses everyone else out. To me, I'm like, it's weird, but anytime there's something weird, I want to try. I want to try it. So here I am on YouTube doing this. But guys, I'm doing it so you don't have to. And then I'll let you know. I did see another lady try the pasta version. And listen, bless her heart, she was trying so hard to give it a chance and say that it wasn't terrible. Her husband hated it. And people were saying she was definitely putting on a brave face and bold-faced lying to TikTok that it wasn't that bad. But I admire her for trying to give it a chance, even though she obviously did not like it. She tried. I guess I should just use all the grapes, right? Because she says to fill it. So I'm just gonna use all of them. Cutting the grapes in half was extremely tedious, so I'll let you know if it even makes a difference or not. And I tried to make sure they were all over the pan and surrounding the cheese. So yeah, there should be grapes covering literally like every inch and nook and cranny. Next up is the walnuts. You're supposed to use whole walnuts. I accidentally got shocked. So we're gonna make it work. I don't know if she didn't really cover the cheese, so I'm just gonna go around. Actually, I like the look of the chopped walnuts myself. Try and get, I think that's about half of the bag. Maybe just a few more rounds. Try and hit everywhere. Okay. I think that's good. That's what it looks like with the almonds. Okay, now we're going to be generous with olive oil. Just gonna do like that. And then salt and pepper on top. I don't have a fancy grinder like she does, so I'm just gonna try my best to lightly dust with pepper from this canister. Ooh, I love me some pepper. All right, and before this goes in the oven, this is what it looks like. Honestly, very pretty, right? Like, I did a great job. You could photograph this for Food Network magazine or whatever it's called, right? Look at that. I missed my calling. All right, we're just gonna wait for the oven to preheat, and then we're ready to stick that in. For 2 wheels of cheese, she did 25 minutes. I feel like I should half that because it's only 1, right? So I think I'm going to do 13 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna half it because I don't think this 1 wheel of cheese is gonna need 25 minutes to melt. But what do I know? We'll just go with it. Is the rack in a good place? Yeah. We'll rack it. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Godspeed to my grapes and brie. Ooh. That is a hot 400 degrees, let me tell you. We are halving the time. And hoping for the best. So, rookie error. My memory card is full. And it's taking forever to upload to my laptop. So I'm using my phone for this part. This is the dish fresh out of the oven. It smells like hot grapes. which isn't terrible. And fresh out of the oven, it was kind of moving, but in, of course, the few seconds it took to turn on my phone camera, the cheese stopped moving. Dude, my fingers are so close to this hot pan. It looks pretty though. Okay, so I need to let you in on something. I went and rewatched the TikTok of the lady making the appetizer version. She halved the recipe as well, but still did 25 minutes. So after my 13 minutes was up, I cooked it for 12 more minutes. So I did end up doing the full 25 minutes because that's what she did. So I figured there must be a reason. This is what we're working with. Now I'm going to season it with, what do I have? Dried rosemary, I think? What did I get? The original version had thyme. The appetizer lady used rosemary. So I just went with rosemary because it sounded interesting. I never really used rosemary. And then, am I covering the mic? Hopefully you heard me. Oh my gosh, this is chaotic. I also have a baguette. That's what I'm going to cut up, and that's what we're going to try this on. Okay, baguettes. Wanna know why I'm not thin? Bread. I love bread. It's so freaking good. I don't think she toasted hers. I'm just gonna keep it like this. Keep it simple. We have our bread. So next, let's go ahead and add rosemary to this so you can see it. And I'm not using fresh, I'm using dried. Once again, just simplifying. If you want to use fresh, ooh, I love the small rosemary. Okay, I made a good choice. So, wait, let me make sure I'm doing. She added it all over, right? Yeah. Oh, honey, I forgot. We're adding honey. So I have this Nazareth Israeli honey. Yummy. And I have a fancy stick, just like the lady did. So, oh, this honey's hard. Not hard, but very sticky. So that's not coming off. Why me? Are you serious? Like, can I get this off? I just need to get it onto the hot cheese and then, oh my. I can't heat it in the glass. I don't know how else to heat this. Guys, why me? Alright, I guess we're going with just like grocery store honey. It's trying to be fancy, but of course, nothing's going right. Why won't you come out? Are you serious? Are you crystalline? Oh man. Okay, this is a second bottle. Oh, it's so, I hate it. It's sticky. I'm not a huge fan of honey, I'll be honest. Dude, this one's crystallized too. Oh man. Oh, everything's sticky. I hate it. Oh, this is just the worst. This video went from fine to off the rails. I can't. It's not even coming out into the bowl. How am I supposed to do this? There's not even that much honey left. Like, I'm trying to get the rest of it out. Come on, honey, work with me. Work. Wow, this is not even remotely funny. Oh, okay. That worked. Thank God. I guess I could use the fancy stick thingy if it wants to cooperate with me. Literally, there's not even enough. Not even enough. Okay. We tried. Some of it's still sticky. Getting out as much as I can. I'm just gonna have to spread it with a spoon. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of honey, so it doesn't bother me that not a lot is coming out. She didn't use a ton either. Her honey was beautiful when she was putting it on the cheese. My honey is not beautiful, but we're just doing what we have to. My goodness. Okay, all this is going by the sink. I'm gonna deal with that later. That's future Lauren's problem. Now we're gonna do rosemary. Ready? Oh, it did the thing. Can you see it? I wanted to get the oozing. Camera. Ooze. Ooh. Ah. Wow. That is some good ooze. I just realized I've been mixing and talking to you for a couple minutes and the camera wasn't recording. Oh my gosh. But what I was saying is that I don't like how much water is in this. Like, look how gross that looks. So, I'm actually about to like try and remove this moisture because that looks unappetizing. I don't like that. I did the best I could, but I'll be honest, it looks bad. Yeah, it does. It looks bad. I'm talking about sorry. This looks so gross and unappetizing. Oh God, I don't even. How did I do this? Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, got some cheese. Got some. Guys, it is gray sludge. This is gonna be gross, isn't it? Man. I don't hate it. You know what would be better to me though? Is honestly if I just had like a cold charcuterie board with like brie to dip and then like slices of fruit. The hot grapes, they're not bad, they're just like odd. You know what this tastes like? It tastes like when you're mixing your plate of food, like just things that aren't meant to go together and you start mixing them and then like it accidentally tastes good. Like technically it's not amazing, but it just like accidentally tastes kind of good. That's what this is like. It's not amazing, and also like I made it look horribly unappetizing, but it's not terrible. I just think eating this cold would be better, which is a charcuterie board. So, like, I don't mind finishing this, honestly. But we do need to try it with pasta. I'm not going to show you that because I'm literally like, I'm just boiling pasta. She used bow tie pasta in the original TikTok. I just got this gluten-free brown rice and quinoa penne. I'm going to grate some Parmesan cheese into the bowl because that's what the pasta calls for. Technically, I was supposed to use this for the appetizer, but I don't think it really matters, I'll be honest. I just tried it, like a spoonful of it. The more it sits, the worse it is. This is not a repeat dish. This is not something that's going to taste good as a leftover. And the more I taste it, like I said, it's not like terrible the first time, but I'm not sure the flavor profiles work for me. Especially the hot grapes with the brie. I don't know if it works for me. Like, I am so glad I gave it a shot, right? I screwed up with the cut grapes, right? But I'm still not sure I would like it with the whole grapes. Like, is it going to make that big a difference with the actual taste? Because it's still going to be hot grapes at the end of the day. I really don't want a lot of this. It's just me. And also, like, I don't want to waste too much ingredients on this dish because it's probably not going to be great. Okay. Just like a thin layer, like that, right? Serve a little bit. That's right. Really want to serve a lot, you know? I'm gonna mix this with the cheese, right? Let the cheese melt with the pasta. I think I discovered something. No, not really. Pretty sure people have done this. Just do gluten-free pasta penne with fresh Parmesan and walnuts, and it's delicious. Oh my god, I literally just want to eat this on its own. This is good on its own. So, my dad actually likes it. I just think it looks terrible. In the original recipe, she adds the pasta to the dish, puts the Parmesan on top as a crust, and then bakes it. That's another difference. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to waste the pasta in case I didn't like it, which I think is smart. I added a good amount. Just gotta go for it. Eat the gray sludge pasta. Okay. Get cheese. Get a couple grapes. Get pasta. I don't know. Like, I like the taste of Brie, but I just... Even the grapes on their own, I don't like them cooked. Because I always prefer grapes when they're firm. Hey guys, just popping in to say I'm trying to finish my bowl of pasta and I'm slowly losing my will to live. It's getting worse. It's getting much worse. And I have a whole pan to finish. And I'm just thinking about how it's going to taste as it sits in the fridge as a leftover. And then has to get reheated when I eat it. I kind of regret everything. I thought reheating it would help, but somehow it looks worse. What have I done? Oh god. What? Like, I literally took a peculiar recipe and I made it worse. What on earth? My mom said I should just throw it away, but I don't want to waste the food. Like, literally the only thing that would make me throw it away is if it makes me sick. And so far I'm okay. Update. It does taste slightly better. Reheated in the microwave. Thank God. Like, it's actually going down a little easier. So, I'm about to plug my nose and get through this bowl. Okay, so it took me over an hour, but I finished the pasta. My mom told me to throw it out, but I just like hate wasting food. I liked it a little better with the baguette, so I think I'm just gonna eat it on 1 or 2 pieces of the baguette every day until it's done. And then I'll pretend this never happened. Just black it out from my memory. Low-key didn't make me feel great. But don't tell my mom. Because she told me if I start to feel sick at any point, it's going in the trash. But I don't want to waste the food, so shh. Don't tell her.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
I am so sorry you have to look at this again, but I had to document because this is it. This is the last of it. I did it. I ate all of this grape, brie, walnut mixture in 4 days, including the first day I made it. Yeah. That's still happening. This purplish gray liquid is still coming out of it. Literally the only way it's been tolerable is if I heat it up a lot in the microwave. I'm talking up to 2 minutes, even if it's the smallest bit. This has truly been my fear factor endurance moment. And I'll be honest, I crushed it. I do feel bad that I'm having to waste baguettes on this, but that is another way I've been able to do this. I would love to tell you that my initial opinion was wrong and that mixture improved. I would also love to tell you that eating the entire thing by myself in the span of 4 days changed me, like, dramatically. Listen, I'm already not a picky eater. It's just not good. There's a difference between fresh, crunchy green grapes and oozy brie on a cracker or piece of bread, or crunchy walnuts in literally anything, right? The walnuts in this aren't bad because, like, they're just always just gonna taste like walnuts, hot or cold, room temperature, whatever. It's the hot grapes with the brie. It's not good. And I know I made a mistake by cutting the grapes, right? But I don't see how the recipe with whole grapes is any better. It is what it is. I tried it so you don't have to, right? That's it for this brie grape pasta video. If you got any sliver of enjoyment out of it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that red button down below to subscribe and to become a member of my YouTube family. Also, click the bell to turn on your notifications. I will see you in my next video. Bye!